Hey y'all, Mac Dabber here. Today what I'm going to do is show you how to fully optimize your Ring of Elysium game. Assuming of course that you've already gone to other YouTube videos, download the client, made your bat file, the game is working, you just want to optimize it, here's how you do it. First step, go to your program files, Ring of Elysium, download the random number folder. In this folder is going to be your Europa underscore client. We're going to go ahead and go to properties, the compatibility tab. There's three things here we need to focus on. Compatibility mode. Run this program in compatibility mode for Windows XP Service Pack 3. Done. Second thing, override a high DPI scaling behavior formed by your application. Checkmark and done. Last, we want to run this program as an administrator. Check that, hit apply, we're good to go. We don't need this anymore. Our next thing, we're going to right click the desktop. This is for NVIDIA users only, NVIDIA control panel. This is in general, recommended step for anybody with an NVIDIA card. It's up to you if you want to do this part or not. But what you're going to do is use my preference, emphasizing performance. This slider may be in the center, it may be at the end. We want it under performance. This says performance. Go ahead and apply. After you're done with that, you want to go to the Manage 3D Settings tab. Under that tab, there's a sub tab for Program Settings. You want to click that. What we're going to end up doing is adding the Europa underscore client file to this list. If you did the previous step, which is having your global settings be performance, a lot of this stuff is already going to say off. But if you didn't do that, that's okay. These bold items are the main focus here. Gamma correction off. Maximum pre-rendered frames, 3D application setting. OpenGL rendering, auto select. Shader cache off. Negative LOD bias, clamp. Trilinear optimization, off. Thread optimization, off. And then, of course, vertical sync, you want that off always. Once that's done, you're going to hit apply. You don't need that anymore. Every time you load the game, your graphics card is going to load those settings for that game. We're good to go. Final step here is you're going to right click your BAT file that you made in the previous, like when you first installed the game and you wanted to change it to English. You're going to want to edit that file and you're going to want to add this line right here. This is the only line that you need to add. You already changed language to English. You already had your echo off. The last thing we need to do is dash force dash D3 D9, making the game run in DirectX 9. It's not going to change how the game looks. It's going to change the resources that your computer uses in order to render the game. Make sure you have exit off this last line. File, save as. Make sure you save it as your bat file. You're good to go. Once you're done with that, always run your bat file in administrative mode. It's just going to be better overall. You will be able to run it if you just double click it, but for that extra assurance, go ahead and right click, run an administrator. The last step is going to be an in-game sequence. For the purpose of this video, I had my monitor mode in windowed. I'm going to change that to full screen because that is optimal. I run my game in 1080p. It's good enough for me. That gets me about 60 FPS. Graphics quality low. There's no advantage to doing high or medium. There's no advantage to that. It just increases the shadow, processing, anti-aliasing, things of that nature. It's not going to give you an advantage. The game will look better, but it's not going to give you an FPS boost to do high. It's also not going to give you an advantage to see enemies at a farther distance on high. It's not going to do any of that. Low is optimal. Low is going to be your preferred setting. So again, 1080p, low, full screen. If you can't run your game in 1080p, your game will be 100% playable, 100% winnable in 1280 by 720p. This game is good enough for low end PCs, high end PCs. That's why it's a great game. Right now, I play at 1080. Go hit confirm and go okay. And now I'm ready to play the game. Stay tuned in my next video. I'm going to show you the guns, the gear that's available in the game. We're going to go over some stats, and we're going to have some fun doing it. Thanks. You all have a great day.